Hey guys, it's me, and today I am here with a new video for you guys, and I didn't think I would be doing this video as soon as I'm doing it now. I thought it would be a little bit further down the road before I would do this video, but I'm running out of videos to make for this channel right now. Part of it is because I'm not getting that many requests for reaction videos to do, and also I am not seeing a lot of new music videos popping up that I think would be fun to do reactions to. I did film several reaction videos besides the only one that went up last week, but yeah, they all got flagged or I didn't like how they turned out, so yeah, that's nice. But I thought that it would be fun to just take a trip down memory lane a little bit, and also to talk about a collection that I don't really talk about that much, and that is Hush. And that is my band tee collection. So I have quite a few band tees in my collection. I don't know how many I have. I know I've had others in the past that I have either given away or donated. I know I still have some from my dreaded scene phase that I plan on selling. I just haven't gotten around to selling them yet. Part of me just wants to just say fuck it and just donate them to get rid of them, but at the same time it's just that part of my life took so much from me that I want to take that bit back. What it took from me besides my sanity was money, and I want that money back, or at least a small portion of it back at least. But anyways, today we're just gonna be talking about my band tee collection. I'm actually wearing one today, which is why we're filming it today. I was thinking about filming this next week, but I was just I don't know when I'm gonna be doing my laundry next week. So let's just go ahead and do it now while I'm wearing a band tee today, and while the rest of my band tees are clean. I've been collecting band tees for over 10 years now. I don't have a lot of them, but I do have a good bit of them, and I do know that my collection is just going to continue to expand. I'm not purchasing any right now while we're in quarantine, just simply because I have no clue how things will get here. And the only places that I know of how things will get here are Amazon, Sephora, and Ulta. Merch shops and web shops and record label shops, I have no clue how they're working right now in terms of deliveries and whatnot, so we're just gonna play things safe and hold off till things calm down a bit. Let's go ahead and dive on into this collection before we start seeing all the fun things. If you guys are new here to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, and also while you're down there, give this video a thumbs up because that'll help me out a lot. All my links are down in the description box below, and yeah, let's do this. I think I'll try to go in order of oldest to newest, because the band tee that I'm wearing right now is one of my newer ones. I think I'll try to go in order from oldest to newest, so that should be pretty easy for me, I think. I don't know, we'll find out. First up, I guess we'll start out with this guy here. And this one, as well as the next one I'm about to show you, got at the same time. Technically, I didn't get this one, my sister did during her emo phase, and I just stole it from her because I still love and listen to this band. And that is a Cradle of Filth shirt for Godspeed on the Devil's Thunder. And got this from Hot Topic about 12 years ago, back when they had good stuff there in their stores, particularly when it came to band merch and whatnot, when they would actually have bands like Cradle of Filth and whatnot in their stores. Now it's just a bunch of post-hardcore, hard rock, scene queen type bands and emo bands that are in there, pop artists and whatnot. But they used to sell good shit like this. I know one of my Cradle of Filth CDs that I have in my collection I got from Hot Topic, and I know that they even sold Within Temptation stuff there. It's a very different type of print compared to most band tees that I have in my collection, because I think this print, it seems it's more so actually in the fabric, and it's not a screen printing. It's a very interesting print and whatnot. I mean, the only bit that kind of looks like it could be screen printing is the band logo as well as the wording on the back. So yeah, but everything else, it looks like it's actually like the actual fabric is the print. It's really interesting how that's the case. I don't wear this shirt or like the next one I'm about to show you that often, just simply because for a long time I did not find these band tees to be that flattering, but I couldn't part ways with them because of so much nostalgia attached to them and everything. And in recent years I have gotten like better with like body positivity and whatnot to be able to break these guys out again and whatnot. Next up is my Black Symphony shirt from Within Temptation. Again, I picked this guy up from Hot Topic at the same time as that Cradle of Filth shirt. I love this shirt. I don't wear it that often, but I just love that I have this shirt. I still need to get a copy of the Black Symphony DVD. I don't care if I get a copy of the CD, I just want the DVD. I need it in my life because I know that there is a very slim chance that I will ever get a chance to be able to see Within Temptation live, because they rarely ever come to the South. Each and every time that they have come to the US, they've always have hit up like New York and LA, but they never come to the South. And similarly to that Cradle of Filth shirt, it seems as if like aside from like the title print and everything, like this print here, it looks like it's actually inside the fabric. Like it doesn't look like a screen printing, which I find to be really interesting. And like these two like band tees, when it comes to like the prints on them and everything, they've held up exceptionally well over the years. Like the only downside to them is that the fabric of the shirts has faded a lot, because I mean, like, again, these shirts are like 12 years old, so obviously they're going to fade a lot over the years. Next one, in terms of like oldest to newest, we have this guy here, and it is my I Wrestled a Bear one shirt, which again picked up from Hot Topic. I think I got this guy about maybe 9 years ago, I want to say. I know I had it when I was 17, but I can't remember if I had it when I was 16 or not. I want to say I did have it when I was 16, but I can't remember wearing it in my senior year of high school, and I was 17 then. So it's at least 7 years old. I don't wear this guy too often. I do love wearing it though. But the reason why I don't wear it too often that much anymore is because there are stains in the armpits for some reason. I don't know what these stains are. I don't know if they're just like regular sweat stains or what. I mean, like, it's just like a darkened gray and everything. I've tried to get those stains out, but they just haven't come up, so I don't know what to do. I'm thinking about turning this guy into a tank top and just cutting off the sleeves and everything, but it makes me scared to do that though, because I really do enjoy wearing the shirt, but the pits just make me not want to wear it that often, or at least I just wear it around the house. But like I mentioned, I got this from Hot Topic, and as you can see, this one is clearly a screen printing. And you can tell, especially when you look at it up close, like you can see like the wear and tear of it. You can even feel like the texture of it. Whereas with the first two I showed you, like I said, it's almost as if the printing is like actually the fabric, because you can't feel the difference in texture on the shirt. Makes me super nostalgic because I was really into I Wrestled a Bear once as a teenager, and I still really do enjoy their stuff. I only really listened to their first two albums though. Don't get me wrong, the albums that Courtney did with them were great. It's just that I love the chaos of the first two releases. And besides, I much prefer Courtney with her current project Spirit Box over the stuff that she did with I Wrestled a Bear once anyways. Because I just find that her voice is much more suited for Spirit Box than I Wrestled a Bear once. And see, the next two mantees that I have I picked up at the same time. And I picked them up from a merch store called JSR Direct. A lot of bands use them to sell like their merchandise and whatnot. And I haven't shopped on there since the year that I got these two band tees. This Camelot Poetry for the Poison shirt. And I got this through their JSR Direct store, like I just said. And I got this right after I graduated high school. So about 7 years ago, So actually that would mean that I Wrestled a Bear one shirt was 8 years ago. Yeah, that one was 8 years ago. Because I got that one in 2012 at the latest. Well, the earliest, 2012. This one I got in 2013. So this one is 7 years old. But I wanted to get this shirt though because I really do love this album. I know a lot of people had really strong mixed feelings about Poetry for the Poison, but I really did enjoy it. I found it to just be very dark, and I love the atmosphere of a lot of the songs on the album. And also I love the artwork for the album, which is done by Seth Zero Anton of Septic Flesh. I love his artwork so much, and so that's another reason why I wanted to get this shirt, because it's almost like owning a piece of his artwork. And then the next one that I got at that same time is this guy here, and it is the Requiem for the Indifferent from Epica. And this one also has tour dates from their North American tour that they did. I want to say it was 2012 as well. Yeah, it was 2012, because there they are. They did perform in Atlanta that year, but they performed at Prague Power USA. And it was, I want to say, yeah, it was the first show on that particular tour. So that's why the Atlanta date isn't on here, because they performed at a festival and not an actual, like, regular club show type venue. And I really wanted to go that year. That was the first year that I learned about Prague Power, but I wasn't going to be able to go because, for one, I was 17, and even though it's like all ages, I knew my dad wouldn't let me go, but also it was going to be happening during school day because the festival starts, the kickoff shows start Wednesday and Thursday, or sometimes it's just Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday are the main show days for the festival, and I would have to skip school in order to go to the festival, and I knew my dad wouldn't let me do that. And also, tickets are probably fucking expensive. I'm hoping I can go to Prague Power one year, because I mean, it is here in Atlanta, and I know a lot of people, whenever I go to shows, like, I'm hearing people talking about Prague Power and how they were there and meeting up with people and everything, and like, oh, I haven't seen you since Prague Power. How was Prague Power? And it's just like, I want to experience it. I want to be able to be one of those people. The Atlanta metal scene, or at least like this end of the metal scene where it's like symphonic, progressive, power metal, like this end of the metal scene, like, is such a tight-knit family in Atlanta. You see a lot of the same people at the shows and everything, so yeah. But anyways, this was my first Epica shirt back when they were my favorite band of all time, and it meant such a big deal to me to have this shirt in my collection. And now, even though they're not my favorite band of all time anymore, they're still my second favorite. I'm still happy to have like shirts from them. I have multiple shirts from them. I have other ones, as you will see throughout this video. Now this next shirt, I don't know if I got before those two that I just showed you guys, or if I got it right after, or if I got all three of them right around the same time, but it is my Birthday Massacre shirt. I got this from Hot Topic, and I ordered it online from them right around that same time in 2013. And it was right when I graduated high school when I got these three band tees, by the way. And so that's why I'm not entirely sure when I got them exactly in the timeline, but it was right in that same general period of time. So it's kind of hard to say which I got first. So, and also that was 7 years ago. So yeah. But I saw this on, like I said, Hot Topic's website, and I thought that it was just a really cute and fun print. And I am a fan of the Birthday Massacre. I haven't really, like, done, like, a deep dive into their stuff past Pins and Needles and everything. Like, I haven't really listened to a lot of stuff past that album. I know they just recently dropped a new one, which I need to listen to. I really enjoy their music, though. It's just really fun and nice for me to listen to. I love that their music, when they started out, they were very much like a dark wave band, but as time has gone by, their stuff has become more atmospheric and ambient, and I just really love it. It's very dreamy and just really pleasant to listen to. Next guy is for a band that I don't really listen to hardly ever. I only really listen to but this release from them. but even then I only listened to but one song off of it. But I just love this shirt. It's such a beautiful shirt. I'm so happy to have it in my collection. And it is my Time 1 shirt from Winter Sun. And it is stunning. It is a beautiful, beautiful print. I love the colors and the artwork for this album so much. And I need to get a copy of it at some point. But I also got this from their JSR Direct store. I got it sometime after I had ordered like the Epica Camelot shirt. Just love the color scheme. Like this type of color scheme is like my favorite. Like pastel blue into like pinks and everything. It's just, I love it so much. It's just, it's so pretty. I got this right at the beginning of 2014 was when I got this shirt. And it is my one and only shirt from this band. Because honestly, it's the only print that has really ever appealed to me from them. But I have to have a shirt from this band, and that is my one and only Nightwish shirt. It is such a beautiful print. I just love it so much, and it's the only print of theirs that they've released when it comes to merchandise that has actually appealed to me. Because I mean, like, when it comes to like the cover artworks that they've released, they're all very boring to me, just being brutally honest there. And then like they've released a few other different prints over the years, but even they have never really appealed to me. But this one took the cake, and it's just so pretty and just so nice, and I just love it. And I also love the fact that the name is done sideways like this, because it's just really different compared to most band tees, because usually the band name is just right across the top. Actually, I went out of order and skipped over this guy. This is the one and only shirt that I picked up at my first ever concert, which the poster for is covered up by my jacket partially. There. My first ever concert that I ever went to was in 2013, and my best friend and I, we went to go see Camelot, Delaine, and Eclipse at the Masquerade. And not only did we like go to that show, but we also had VIP tickets, so we got to meet Camelot, which was so much fun. And I had to get a shirt to commemorate the day, and so I picked up this shirt from their merch booth. I wish I could have gotten more merch that day, but this was all I could really afford at the time, so I only got but this one shirt, and it was just a tour shirt for the Silverthorne North American tour that year. And I love the print on the back. The print on the back is just so nice. It's so good. Serves as really fun memories and everything from that night. And also, I don't know if this is like the actual print or if something went wrong with this guy in the wash, but there is this like orangey spot right here. I don't know if that's the actual print of the shirt or if something went wrong with this guy when I put it in the wash one time. I don't know. Let's see, next band tee that I have, I think it's the last band tee that I picked up in 2014. I could be wrong on that. There's another band tee that I have in my collection that I picked up at some point in time, but I think I picked it up in 2015. But I know for a fact I got this guy in 2014 because I picked this guy up at the second ever show that I went to, when I went to the Masquerade to see Sonata Arctica, Delaine, and Xandria. And I picked up this DeLange shirt here, and it's for The Human Contradiction, and this is a girly fit. And I don't know if maybe I got a dud or not, because as you can see, this isn't black. It's very much like brown, which I don't have an issue with, but because of that I don't wear it that often. But also the scoop neck on it is just like really weird. I'm not used to like this type of neck with shirts, so I don't wear it that often because of that as well. I'm thinking about turning this guy into a tank top though, because I can't bear the idea of parting ways with this guy because they're my favorite band. But on the back of it, it says, "I'm in it for the beat," in this gorgeous green print. I love it. And I just really love this shirt. It's super nice. I remember wearing this to Thanksgiving that year in 2014, because this show happened not August, October 14th, I think, was when this show happened in 2014. And I wore it to Thanksgiving that year, and I remember my aunt thought that this was me, my face on the shirt, and I was just like, no, it's the lead singer of a band, and she would not accept the fact that it wasn't me on this shirt. Before I started rocking the beard, I would get like comments like that a good bit from like friends, and then apparently a family member that I look very similar to Charlotte. And now obviously it's not a thing, but it used to be a thing. And I've talked about this on my main channel a few times before, but I haven't talked about it here. But I remember, I think it was like sometime after that, I made a post on Instagram asking people like, hey, people keep saying that the two of us look alike. Can you see it? Because I can't see it. And I tagged Charlotte in it because I'm just like, she ain't gonna see this, but if people want to follow her, they can go follow her. But she saw it and she commented saying that she could see it, so yeah. Since I can't remember if I got this guy in 2015 or in 2016, I'm just gonna go ahead and show it to you guys now. But I picked this guy up at Goodwill one day, and it is this Lady Gaga Born This Way shirt, and it's also a tour shirt. So somebody got this from a tour in 2011, and the fact that this was at a Goodwill shocks me and disturbs me, because it's just like, how could you part ways with something like this? Like, this is like a moment, like tour shirts in particular, I find are to be like such amazing memories to hold on to and everything. And so it just baffles me that someone would send this to Goodwill. And especially like for such a bomb album as Born This Way. Born This Way is definitely my favorite Gaga album. I love it so much. It's very much like new. It has like such a strong like new wave and industrial type of vibe to it that I just absolutely love and adore. Which I'm super excited for her to release a new album. She's been hinting at it for a while that a new album's coming out. Actually, you know what? I haven't listened to her new song yet. That reminds me. I haven't listened to her new song yet. I know, I'm a bad gay. And I also really want to try out her makeup line. I know as of right when I'm filming this video, her eyeshadow palette for her brand House Labs is on sale for $25 when it's usually $34. But I really want to get it. I'm just trying to figure out if I should or not. I'm leaning towards I want to get it. But the broke ass bitch in me is just like, do you really need it though? And the gay in me is just like, yes! I missed another one in 2014, and that is this guy here. This is the Quantum Enigma shirt from Epica. I got this in a bundle that Nuclear Blast did for this album. When this album was up for pre-orders and everything back in 2014. I tried to get one of the bundles that they had on indie merch, but for some reason the order wouldn't go through for whatever reason. Like, I was having to use like my dad's debit card at the time because of being like, I didn't have a bank account or anything like that at the time, so I was just like, I have the money I can give to you, but that's it. Tried to get it through their indie merch store, but for some reason it just would not go through. And I'm just like, well shit. Okay. And then I found out that Nuclear Blast had it, and so a few days later we tried place order on their Nuclear Blast shop, and that one went through. And so I got this shirt as well as the digipack copy of the album. And yeah, I really do like this shirt. I don't wear it that often. Partially because of the fact that the title is off-center. It bugs me so much. It bugs me so much that the title is off-center. But yeah, but I do like the print. The print is really cool. It was the beginning of 2016 when I got this guy. And I don't know if this is a real shirt or not. It could be a fake. I got it off of eBay. But I still am so happy to have it in my collection. But it is this Epica, The Divine Conspiracy shirt. And has the cover artwork for the album on the front side of it. and then on the back it has the track list for the album. And I'm so happy to have this shirt in my collection because it was through the Divine Conspiracy that I discovered them, because the first song I ever heard from them, I feel, is the same case for a lot of people who discovered Epica, is through the song Never Enough. And yeah, so this album does hold a special place in my heart. Is it my favorite release from them? No. But it definitely has a special place in my heart. The fit of the shirt is very bizarre because the sleeves literally just come straight out like this. So it's fitted really bizarrely. But other than that, it's a nice shirt. I did get a Designer Universe shirt that was fitted very similarly to this, and I cannot make it work. It is fitted so horribly. I want to make a battle vest and just cut the prints off of it and put it on to that, because Designer Universe, and this is like a original like 2009 copy of Designer Universe print artwork on it, and I love Designer Universe so much. It's my favorite album from them still. I know their albums that they've released since then are much better in terms of production, but Designer Universe was the first album from them that became my favorite from them. And it just, I still always go back to it. It's such an amazing album. I love it so much. So hopefully once I start working on that battle vest, I don't know what it's going to be when I start working on it, and start getting into that world. But once it does, you best believe that that print is going on the back of that vest. The next band tee that I have in my collection is this guy here. And it is from a band called A Sound of Thunder, and it says, "I will not break." This was a limited edition shirt that they released in 2016 after the Pulse Massacre in Orlando. And if you don't know about that, how can you not know about that massacre? At the time, it was the deadliest shooting in US history. And it took place at a gay nightclub called Pulse, and it was like one of the biggest like hate crimes in US history as well. And it was such a horrifying moment for us queer people, because like gay bars and gay clubs have always been a safe place for us, but in that moment we realized that there really is no safe place for us. And it was just a really terrifying time for us, and we all just felt so scared and vulnerable. And A Sound of Thunder came out and released like this print. All the proceeds for like this limited edition print went to the Matthew Shepard Foundation, which is a LGBT organization and whatnot that helps out people within the community. And so they didn't keep any of the proceeds from it, and it touched me so much that they did this, and I just had to get it. And it's my only Pride shirt that I own, and I just absolutely love it. I don't listen to their music that often, but the fact that they did this, I just had to have it. We're almost done. We're in 2017 now, and I only got but one band tee in 2017, and that is for Hour of the Nightingale from Trees of Eternity. So this guy is such a special item for me. I love having the shirt so much, and I just love this band so much, and Aaliyah meant so much to me, and still to this day her passing has had such a crazy effect on me. Like, I never once thought that a passing of a singer would affect me nearly as much as hers did. And in fact, as of when I'm filming this, tomorrow is the anniversary of her death, her 4-year anniversary. And it's so sad that she passed before this album saw the light of day, and it's just so nice having this guy in my collection. And I really do want to get this image here like tattooed on me at some point in time. I'm so happy that Smart Records allowed this album to happen and to be manufactured and distributed, and I was so happy to have been able to actually get this shirt. I wish I would have gone down a size with it, because of how it's fitted and everything. Like the band tees I've gotten from Smart Records fit me so well. And I wish that I would have sized down with this guy. Instead of getting a large, I wish I would have gotten a medium. But no biggie. I'm just happy to have this guy in my collection. 2019, and I haven't bought any band tees this year in 2020 yet, so we're at the last bit of these shirts. The first one that we have here is this guy here, and it is for Hunter's Moon from DeLange. So I ordered this through Napalm Records sometime after the EP launched. I wish I could have been able to have gotten it right as the EP launched, so that way I could have gotten the box set for it. I'm still mad that I couldn't get that box set because I want that flag so badly. I want the flag with this print on it so badly. But I'll settle with the shirt because I love this artwork so much. It's just so pretty and I just love it so freaking much, and I just can't get over it. I love it so much. Next up is the only tank top that I have in my band tee collection, and it is for a band called Avicii, and this is for their debut album, The Arcadian Parallel, which actually today, as of when I'm filming this, their new album, I think it's called Memento Mori, just dropped today, which I need to listen to it. If you've never listened to these guys, I highly recommend that you do so. They are a independent, genty, progressive death metal band from Portland, and I really do love their stuff. Like, this album is so good. As of right now, the only song I've heard off of the new album is, I think the title track, Memento Mori, or is the album called something else? And the single is just called Memento Mori. It's something along those lines. If I'm getting things wrong, I'll pop up the right name of the album. It might be Primordial, actually, the name of the album. And I love the artwork. It's really pretty, it's simple, but I like it. I like it a lot. I love the colors. Again, like I mentioned earlier, I love like blue and pink together, and it's just so pretty to me. Next up is this guy right here. This is for No Stars Upon the Bridge by Helltar. For those of you who don't know, this is a project that was created to pay homage to Leah Stanbridge and to bring to life her unfinished writings and unpublished writings, and it's such an amazing project, and I love this album so much. It's so nice. In a similar vein to that of Trees of Eternity, it's doom metal, but this one is more so atmospheric funeral doom, and it features Tommy of Amorphous, which I got to meet him back in October when they were at the Masquerade, and I wish that I would have remembered to have brought my copy of this album so he could sign it. Without a doubt though, My Mistake featuring Heike Lagans is my favorite song off this album. It's so good. And I have like the limited edition velvet digipack version of the album, and it's so nice. I do plan on doing a CD collection video at some point. Probably once I hit 100 CDs in my collection, I'll probably do one, because I don't know when I'm going to get my proper setup for my CD collection yet. But as of right now, I believe I have 95 in my collection, so we're getting there. The last three shirts that I have to show you guys are from when I saw Delaine, Amorphous, and Annika Heesman back at the Masquerade in October, and one of them is what I'm wearing right now, and it is this Annika Heesman shirt. I was one of the very few people who went to her merch booth at the Atlanta show, and I just felt so bad. Like, my sister and I, like, as the night progressed and everything, we never saw anybody over at her booth, and I was one of the very first and only people who went to the booth and everything. And this was the only shirt that they had available that they had a size for, and with me and everything. Because the other shirt that they had, they only had a size small, and they only had 2 left. And so this one they had multiple sizes in, so I went ahead and snagged this guy up while I could. because I had to show some love to my queen because nobody else was. But that's not the reason why I bought it. I didn't get it out of like feeling sad for her, but because I just love her work so much. She is an absolute icon and legend within the Dutch metal scene, so I have to like pay respects to her because like she paved the way for so many bands that exist within the Dutch metal scene, and I just love her work so much, like with The Gathering, Fur, Arion, The Gentle Storm, and so many other projects that she has worked with, and even her solo stuff. It's just, I love her so much, and so I'm so happy to be able to have this shirt in my life. And the second to last shirt that I have here is this Delaine shirt here, and it has this gorgeous print on it. I love the design on this shirt. I love the colors on it. I love how complementary things are with like this orangey red and like this tealy blue. It's just so beautiful to look at, and it's so pretty and just so nice, and I love the fit of it. It looks great on me, and it also has tour dates on the back of it. Atlanta was, I think, the second to last. Yeah, it was the second to last, October 20th, and this was the third show that I ever went to as well, and it was my third time seeing them, and I got to meet them. It was so great. I do have a video all about my experience being at that show, so if you want to see that, I'll try to remember to link it somewhere for you guys so you guys can go check that out. And then the last shirt that I have in my collection is another Delaine shirt that I picked up at that show, and I just love this shirt. Between that one that I just showed you guys and this one and the other Delaine shirts that I have, I think this one might be my favorite. I don't know, I do really like the Hunter's Moon one as well, but I love the colors on this, and I love the print on it, and just, I love the fit of it. The fit of this one is so good. And it also has tour dates on the back of it as well, and I just love it so much. It's so pretty and just, oh, I love it. I love it so much. But yeah, that is it. That is my band tee collection for you guys. I've been recording for nearly an hour now. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's something very different, but I want to be able to do more than just like music video reactions and vocal covers here on this channel. I want to be able to talk about other things. Maybe later on this week, I don't know. Possibly I'm going to be doing a review of Nightwish's new album. I'm still wanting to have a few more listens before I do a full-blown review of it, but I still want to do a review of it nonetheless because I really love that album. It's so good. If you haven't listened to Nightwish's new album, do yourself a favor and listen to it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have said that I think like 4 times now, but yeah. Hope you liked it. And until I see you guys in my next video, whenever the hell that may be. Goodbye.